Some devil fruits have an obvious counter. If they're immune to cuts, you punch them. If they're immune to punches, you cut them. If they use fire, you throw water on them. But how do you counter something that you can't touch? Something that can phase through walls and literally drop your entire team like that. The Horo Horo no Mi, or the Horo Horo fruit, on paper sounds odd. It's a paramecia type devil fruit that lets you summon ghosts that cause depression. I can do the same thing if I open 2 social media apps, but I digress. If you look further into everything the fruit can do, you'll start to realize exactly why this fruit had to get introduced early on, because this isn't just some devil fruit that plays mind games. This is a fruit that can straight up shut down some of the strongest characters in the entire world of One Piece without breaking the sweat. So today, we're gonna break down why Perona's Horo Horo fruit is way more broken than Oda let it appear, and how if the wrong person ate this, the entire world of One Piece would be a completely different story. Honestly, our people never would have made it off a Thriller bark. If you like the way that sounds, understand we talk devil fruits every single week. Best way to find out which one is to subscribe to the channel, like the video because you already know it's gonna be a banger. And don't forget to save your questions for the very end. Let's get into it. Let's start at the beginning with what we already know. The Horo Horo no Mi, which is also like Perona's weirdo laugh, or the Horo Horo fruit, is a paramecia type devil fruit that allows her to create hollows, or ghosts. These ghosts or hollows come in a few different forms from what we've seen so far. There are negative hollows, explosive hollows, mini hollows, and even an astral hollow, which is just you being able to astral project, which is still pretty cool. Most people remember this fruit because of how funny it was, or the comedic aspects that were introduced when we saw Usopp standing tall while everyone else decided life wasn't for them no more. But think about this in the context of a serious battle, as if someone actually wanted to win a fight. Negative hollows literally bypass physical defense. You could have the strongest body, the biggest muscles, none of that matters. Guard your spirit. Let me see you guard your insides. Pause. Because these things don't target your body, they target your mind. So unless you have like a Vegapunk themed brain where you can protect yourself, 9 times out of 10 you might get caught by this genre. Even Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji, the 3 toughest people on the crew, I mean Robin built different, we're not gonna talk about Robin, were instantly disabled. And not just weakened and like, oh, this is the debuff. No, they were done. Completely immobilized. If this fruit was under the command of somebody like Doflamingo or Katakuri, Dressrosa wouldn't have happened. Whole Cake Island wouldn't have happened. All of these fights would have been over way before they started. And here's the wild part. We've only seen the PG-13 version of this devil fruit so far. Perona literally never went all out. So imagine someone with actual battle experience, someone who actually studies psychology, or anyone who has an instinct for fighting using this devil fruit. We would get a lot more out of this. You could take down an entire Yonko crew without ever physically touching them. Stick around because in the next part, I'll show you why the Horo Horo fruit is one of the most powerful psychological weapons in all of One Piece. And probably why Oda had to nerf it and introduce it early before it broke powers later on in the series. Let's talk about how the Horo Horo fruit functions in combat. Unlike most paramecia types, which require you to make some type of physical contact, this John is fully remote. You have complete freedom of range. Perona can project ghosts for a vast distance. I don't know exactly how far, but we've seen it go a long distance, okay? And she can even astral project her own consciousness, while her real body stays somewhere safe. Hopefully safe, because we'll get to that later. And honestly, that alone, being able to fight without being in the fight is kind of crazy. It's like you know what, I'm gonna put on autoplay. It's like one of them idle games. You could just set it to go and you come back later. I like that. Imagine if other devil fruits could do the same thing though. Imagine if Crocodile could send out Saiyan clones while he's chilling in Alabasta, or if Enel could get mad enough and just smite somebody from the moon. That's the range we're talking about, being able to use your powers without being around. Essentially, Perona can do that. These other guys can't, at least not to my knowledge. Perona, in her spirit form, is able to fly around, meaning she has completely free range, and she can do so without the risk of attack. It's top tier. If you combine that with the explosive hollows, you know, the ones that kaboom on demand, yeah, those ones, you kind of have a deadly threat. Even if you have strong observational haki and you can see this coming, how do you defend against an attack that has no physical form? You can't shoot it, you can't slice it, you can't, I don't know, chant it away, and it could detonate at any given time. You literally just have to see, you'd have the ability to see that something's coming at you and know that you can't really do anything else to change that. This fruit covers offense, defense, and reconnaissance, making it an incredibly versatile paramecia devil fruit. We love a good trifecta. Let's break down how broken this could get in actual matchups. If you're going up against a Logia user, ice, magma, doesn't matter. You are impervious to the element because technically an element can't affect something that's not there. Meanwhile, you can go directly through their body, instantly causing them to shut down or become unstable. And we saw just exactly what happens when someone is unstable when Monet kind of went through it after she got split in half by Zoro. Obviously, the more tenured Logia users won't immediately like crumble apart and whatnot, but it might be hard to maintain certain constructs when you no longer have the will to fight or live. I don't know, maybe if he did it to Kizaru, he might just literally just fade away into light protons because he realized he shouldn't have did what he did at Egghead and to Sentomaru. You know what you did. If you're fighting someone with armament haki, we haven't seen this interaction as of yet, and we do say that, okay, haki triumphs all. Maybe if your haki is strong enough, I don't know. But this isn't an attack of the body, this is an attack of the mind. So unless you have soul haki, or you just have a whole haki aura which can deflect stuff, I feel like you might be susceptible to this too. I can't guarantee it, we can't prove it, we haven't seen it because Perona be chilling. But I can imagine, unless you fully coded like Virgo was that one time, and oh my god, what happened to Virgo? Y'all saw it. And if they try to jump you, there's a whole bunch of them, guess what? You can send out a mass army of negative hollows, instantly demoralizing the entire battlefield. Or demoralize, follow up with a whole bunch of bombs. It would be like a sad explosion, a little boom. It's basically a devil fruit version of drone warfare, but the drones either bring depression or explosions. Or they could carry you, because we've seen that drones can also carry people. So if you wanted to like carry your teammates and stuff, you could carry your teammates somewhere. You could kind of fly with these spirits. We've seen it happen, but I don't know how long that would last though. So I probably wouldn't, if I was your teammate, I wouldn't want to fly in a depressed or a combustive ghost. That's not on my to-do list. And depression isn't just like comedic sadness. In real combat terms, it's a status effect that immediately stuns somebody. It's a stun, it's a root, it's a snare, it's a confusion. Essentially, it's hard CC. That's kind of overpowered. But that's not even the end of it. The Horo Horo no Mi is the perfect devil fruit when it comes to gathering information. We briefly touched on reconnaissance, but let's double down right here. Remember, her ghost can pass through walls, eavesdrop, and even scout enemy positions, all without the risk to themselves, the risk of losing something, the risk of misinformation, or the risk of something not coming back, because your drones, your hollows, your spirits, your ghosts don't have a tangible form, which means they can just find their way back to you. Unless some Ghostbuster out there, they're good. And in the world of One Piece, where information is literally the ultimate deciding factor in every war we've seen so far, that's a game changer. You don't even have to actually fight to win. You could spy, sabotage, and explode things from a distance. It's giving you the choice to be either a war general who just oversees a whole bunch of mass deployments, or being a spy master or assassin. You could kind of be what you want with this. Just not hand to hand with it though. Don't get hand to hand. Hand to hand, someone will give you these hands if they can come over depression. Because like any devil fruit, this one also kind of has a weakness. Pessimism. If you are naturally pessimistic, if you're going against someone who already has self-doubt or is depressed or already doesn't believe in themselves, you can't make a negative person more negative. Any of y'all math majors out there, a negative times a negative, it's a positive. And you're gonna be positively messed up if you try doing it. In fact, Usopp was so negative, he reversed. The negative spirit left him feeling worse than when he came here. I didn't even know ghosts had emotions. So if you fight someone that has crippling depression, congratulations. They about to fold you and then contemplate their life again, but you definitely getting folded. Plus, when you're astral projecting, your physical body is still vulnerable wherever it is. So I recommend that, you You're far away. You are remote controlling however far the distance is, because if someone gets your actual body, you have no powers. You're a regular person. For all intents and purposes, you're a regular person that can't swim if somebody gets their hands on you. And you're not immune to your explosions. So once again, you need to keep your distance. All of your powers require you to have some type of distance between you and the enemy. They get close enough and you depress them, cool. And you mean, get out of there. Because if not, you are incredibly vulnerable. So yeah, it's kind of crazy that Perona got this devil fruit, because honestly, in the hands of anybody else, if one of the members of Baroque Works had this devil fruit, we would have seen this used and weaponized viciously. And if she decided to join a crew and actively fight in wars, imagine this combined with anyone's devil fruit. If Blackbeard had this devil fruit, it'd be crazy. If he wants to guarantee Van Augur doesn't miss his shot, cripple the opponent. If you want to sabotage an entire fleet, you send out mass swarms. This goes so well in tandem with so many other devil fruits. I'm glad the person who has it decided to be with an outcast. Although now that Mihawk and Buggy are part of Cross Guild, I am curious to see if Perona's abilities will make a return anytime soon. Because this fruit kinda doesn't need anything extra. It doesn't need to get stronger. It doesn't need combination with Conqueror's Haki. It doesn't need insane strength. It bypasses all of that. Most of the things that people work for can be easily shut down by this devil fruit. Your confidence can be shattered. Your will, and we all know how important the will is in One Piece, your will can be broken in mere moments. Even Luffy was not immune to that. This fruit is designed to make some of the strongest fighters fall, even at their own blade. If Oda decided he wanted to reintroduce Perona or give Perona some type of awakening, and now she's on the battlefield, psychological warfare will take an entirely different aspect. Personally, what she should be doing is taking this up to Mary Joie and using this to have all the Celestial Dragons feel the guilt from their actions. But no, that's probably not going to happen. It would be nice to see it though. When it comes to this devil fruit, don't let anyone say, oh, it was just a comedic one. No, it's just for laughs. It's not. Yes, this is the one time where our boy Usopp actually got to shine by being his true character, and we love that. But those little ghosts are one of the scariest powers introduced early on, and they should stay wherever ever they are. Because nothing's more terrifying than a devil fruit that can even make Luffy decide to give up on his dreams. If you enjoyed the breakdown, appreciate it, I'm trying to give everybody some love. I'm trying to do Paramecia because it's a lot of them, but I feel like I need to touch on a Logia fruit next. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a Zoan. I do not give the Zoans love. No one really does, but maybe I could change that. Let me know if y'all want Zoans, Paramecias, or Logia types. Let me know what y'all want in the comment section. And if you enjoyed it, like the video, subscribe so you join the fleet. We are super close to hitting our next goal, so thank you to everybody. Hopefully y'all had a safe Halloween, and I will see y'all in the next one.